Hey everyone, my name is Liam and I am the new Saturday guy. I am a 27-year-old F to M guy. I live in Toronto. I'm a chef for a living and I am engaged to my beautiful fiance Kelly. Currently, I am just over 2 months on T and pre-op, but I intend to go for my top surgery at the end of the year in December. I already have it booked with Dr. McLean at the McLean Clinic in Mississauga, just outside of Toronto. Alright, so this is my first video, and this week's topic is coming out. For me, anyway, I came out as a lesbian first, and then later on came out as a trans man. However, when you come out, there's so many different layers of it, I guess you could say. I started by obviously coming out to myself, and then finally when I started to come out to myself, to accept myself as a trans man, I feel like a lot of different doors opened up for me personally, being able to start to really understand who I was and what I wanted out of life and where I want to go from where I am to go forward to be happy. So once I did that, then you start to come out to the other people in your life. I started to come out to my family a little while after that, like a significant amount of time, maybe about 8 or 9 months after I came out to my partner and my friends, and I had started to live as Liam and be out in public. They were very shocked. They had no idea. They kind of thought that someone put the idea in my head, sort of, that sort of thing. It was definitely the most difficult with them because, of course, they have lived with you since you were born. They named you. You were always a certain way, and then now you're becoming someone else in their eyes, even though you are the same person. So, like, for me, I knew it was going to be difficult, and it has been. It's been a little bit of time now. It's been probably maybe about 5 months since I came out to them. Right now, they don't necessarily always call me Liam. Most of the time they don't. And they definitely don't use the same pronouns. I know that it's hard for them. So anyway, once you come out to yourself, your fiance, well, not fiance, but partner or very closest friends, your family, that's definitely the hardest parts. I'm glad I came out the way I did because I kind of started to build this very supportive group behind me. So whenever I hit tough times, which definitely came when I came out to my family, my extended family, they were there to support me and to, cheer me on and boost my self-esteem when it was really low, and when it really affected me, because a lot of my extended family were very much like, are you serious? Have you thought this through? And like, we don't think you're trans, that sort of thing. Having them to support me through it was beneficial because I wasn't relying solely on their acceptance. Like, I had people to fall back on, to talk to vent to, and it was really important for me. Just recently, I kind of got the nerve to come out to my aunt, and she helped me to come out to my grandma, who was probably one of the people who I was the most nervous about telling. I knew I didn't really know how she'd take it because she's really not from a generation that was very much exposed to transgender issues and people and that sort of thing. So I was really concerned. I guess I was just trying to shield myself because I didn't really want to be hurt, and didn't know if I could handle it at the moment. But it happened, and she was so supportive, and she basically just said, she doesn't quite understand how it feels, how I'm feeling, but she still loves me and supports me, and you know, she's not disappointed in me, and that I can talk to her anytime, and that felt really, really good. Sometimes it's just really good to have people showing you that they care and support you when you don't necessarily see them all that often or talk to them all that often, and that sort of thing. So yeah, of course coming out is awkward. I don't know, for me anyway, being the kind of person who doesn't really like confrontation. So it's really kind of given me a lot of confidence, I guess, in a sense, because I'm constantly putting myself out there. Um, and that's kind of cool. But honestly, I guess some words of advice with coming out is really, you will feel a billion times better after you do it, even if there's a bad reaction. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for the first little while, and maybe, you know, maybe people may not understand where you're coming from, but give people time. Time really will allow people to think more about things. One of my uncles, who was very, very much one of the people who was against everything that I was saying, and saying that he didn't think that I was transgendered, and all these things, that I should see a Catholic therapist, like, that sort of deal. Through giving him his own time and space, he went out and researched a bunch about transgendered topics, procedures, what goes on, pronouns, and that sort of thing. And the next time I talked, I was very reluctant in going to talk to him because I was nervous. I didn't really know what to think, what to say. I didn't really want to be constantly defending myself, but I opened myself up to that. And he was just so much different than before. He had made the effort to try to learn about you, and I guess my point is that if someone really cares about you, in the end, they will find a way to still stay in your life, even though it seems like things are really hard, that they don't accept. Either they will accept you in time, and you just have to give them that time, or they'll accept you now, or they won't. And for the people that they won't, maybe it's better that they're not in your life, because you can't change who you are. You have to be true to who you are, because you only have this life. So you have to live it for you, That's just what I keep telling myself over and over again. Even when times really get you down, you just have to be who you are. You just have to keep going, and that's that. Anyway, I'll probably cut this off here. It was really great doing this video, and really great to join this channel. So hopefully you will see much more of my face, and hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one. See ya.